What would happen if you walked into your conference this year and your top franchisee could already predict the entire show? Like the opening keynote, the awards order, the vendor hall walk. If you're honest with yourself for a second, could she? If the answer is yes, you've got what we're calling the Sameness Trap. In my opinion, it's the slowest, most expensive death that a franchise event can die. Your conference is the single highest leverage marketing asset in your business, and almost nobody is running it right. In this video, I'm gonna show you 3 symptoms to spot the trap in your own system and 3 specific moves that we have run at franchise conferences. You were hired to run your department, and then the conference got dropped on top of your real job. In my experience with franchisor leaders, it's almost never about not caring and always about not having time. And pieces carry over from last year because last year worked. It's not laziness, it's just your bandwidth. We call you the accidental event planner, and this video was made for you. This is where Utopia Experience comes in. We're a full-service event agency built for franchise systems. Event planning, AV, video production, all under one roof. 2 decades in, over 2,000 events produced in nearly every major US city. Franchise systems are built on consistency. Consistency at the unit level is your superpower, but consistency at your conference is what kills it. So 3 symptoms to spot this trap at your own event. Symptom 1, the opening keynote is on repeat. You've got your CEO doing a welcome, you do a year in review, maybe some new initiative or exciting thing that you're rolling out. There's some applause, and it's the same 45 minutes as last year. Your top multi-unit operator has heard this exact thing 5 times, and he's under the table checking his drive-through times. Symptom 2, the award ceremony is on repeat with the same ranking order, the same thing that you're giving awards for, the same regions, where you have 80% of the room watching politely and 20% tuning out. And symptom 3, the expo is on repeat. Same booth grid, same swag, same stress balls, same branded pens, same playbook. Your operators get a little more numb each year, your sponsors get a little more bored, and the energy in the room ticks down half a notch at every event. You don't see that on this year's survey, but you will feel it 3 years from now when your top operators stop coming. So 3 things you could do this year to avoid falling into the sameness trap. Number 1, teach a real skill from your main stage. Stop using the general session for a year in review slide deck and use it to put a new skill in the hands of your operators. Bring in an outside expert to teach 1,000 operators and their marketing leaders how to run paid ads in their local markets. Most of your franchisees can't tell you what their CAC is, which is their cost per lead, nor do they understand the metrics of LTV to CAC. They can't run a meta campaign that drives unit level appointments, but that gap is closable in a 90-minute session with someone teaching them practical tools from your main stage. Same thing with AI. Bring in someone who deploys AI inside multi-unit operations and have them give your whole system the lesson at the same time. They can teach about leveraging AI for hiring funnels or labor scheduling, local marketing. One workshop at your event will put a new skill into your whole system that will compound for years. Number 2, turn your expo into content that works for you all year. So don't kill the traditional booth grid, up-level it. Build 2 or 3 recording stations on your show floor with cameras and lights and a host, where vendors, maybe they're not standing at a booth the entire show, they're sitting down with an operator in a room like this, and they're having a recorded conversation. And let me give you an example of how this actually played out for an early education franchise system that had schools all over the country. One of the software vendors at this franchise conference had an app that sends parents real-time updates throughout the day. The kid's lesson plan, their snack, their nap. And so we sat that vendor down at a recording station with operators who had actually deployed her software. And the operators were talking about why they loved the software so much, how it was working so well in the schools, what parents were saying about the software, how the software was helping with overall parent retention because parents were happier. The vendor walked away with more content, and it was 10 times more credible than her own marketing because clients, which were the operators, were doing the talking for her. The franchisor got hours of video and they could run ads with those videos all year against a real pain point that us parents feel every day, which is the fear of being disconnected from our kids at school. This is a killer marketing message to bring new families into the system. The vendor floor didn't change. We had the same square footage, many of the same sponsors, but completely different outcomes just by installing cameras. And lastly, 3, build community by getting operators solving real problems together. This is the one that I feel is the highest leverage move that you can make at your next conference. Replace one block of vendor breakouts with operator-led facilitated discussions. The smartest people in your system are not keynoting on your stage. They're in row 10. They're your top operators, and they've already solved the problems that your emerging operators are stuck on right now. And so let's bring those problems out into the room. Let's normalize them. You can use a skilled facilitator to anchor the room and create a safe space for honest, vulnerable shares. You've got maybe 3 operators that share what they tried at 5 units and where they got stuck, and then what finally broke them through. And in doing so, the room opens up because it gives other people permission to share authentically and share vulnerably when other operators are putting real problems on the table, like I'm stuck at 4 units, I can't break to 5, or my drive-through times have been ugly for 6 months and nothing that I do moves the needle. So you've got other operators responding to those problems, and the facilitator pulls out the best ideas. And then every operator is walking out of that room feeling like they're a bigger part of the community, knowing that they're not walking the scaling walk alone. And now they're leaving with these practical takeaways from operators in a different season of business. If you are walking into conference planning right now and you're feeling that creeping, like, I am so busy, let's just do what we did last year with a slight refresh feeling, that is the trap that I've been talking about on this video. The franchisors who get this stop asking, can we afford to do something different? And they start asking, can we afford to keep doing the same thing? If this is the first time you've thought about your conference this way, you are not behind. Most franchisors I talk to are exactly where you are right now. We are not here to eliminate your creativity and your fingerprint on the event. We are here to multiply your capacity. We bring strategic thinking, we bring a production muscle, and 2 decades of franchise event experience, so you get a few hundred hours of your time back to your own bottom line, and you can keep doing your real job well. If you want our team thinking through this alongside of you, click the link below, jump over to our homepage, you can watch a short video, and then underneath that, you'll see a button. It says, see if we're a fit. Go through that super quick, and we'll tell you whether or not we think we are. And if we think we are, we'll invite you to a discovery call where we can unpack your event together. See you soon.